Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm really glad you could join me again. So it's Easter coming up, probably my favourite holiday of the year. I just love that it coincides with spring, the whole message of rebirth, rejuvenation. It is a time for us all to come out of a dark winter and start to celebrate the beauty of nature and the beauty of life. So even though I do love Christmas and the coziness of it, for me Easter just signals that time when you can fling open the doors and the windows at home, let in the fresh breeze and just get outside to enjoy all the beautiful things that are coming our way. Just this morning I was out walking Sophie and I'm starting to see all the little buds, the tiny buds on the trees just starting to appear. And in about 4 weeks' time, at the end of April going into May, most of the trees will have bloomed, which is just such an exciting thing. In the garden opposite my house, I love nothing more than taking a morning stroll. You can hear the birds, the trees are fully bloomed. And although I do like to walk through there in the winter too, where you get to see more of the architecture of the trees, nothing beats the wonder of spring. So I'm really, really happy that we've got through winter and we're going into the best time of the year for me personally. So I'm really busy the next few days and actually the next few weeks. So I'm actually going on holiday for 4 weeks with my boyfriend. We haven't seen each other since Christmas, which is the longest stretch that we've gone without seeing each other. It just happened that our diaries wouldn't get together. We were both busy at different periods, so we've managed to find the next few weeks where we're going to go away. We're going to Sri Lanka for a holiday, and then I'm going to go and stay with him for 2 weeks as well. So I'm going to be gone for the whole of April. Sophie's going to stay with my mum. I'm going to miss her so much, but she really likes staying with her grandmother, so that will be good for her, and it's very peaceful and relaxing where she is, so she just gets to really wind down and just really enjoy being at peace there. So she'll be fine, but I will really miss her when I go away. I always do when I travel. So that means that I'm rushing around trying to get everything done before I leave. I've got to pack quite a lot of luggage because I'm going to be going to different places. I've got bits of work that I need to get sorted out before I go. So right now it is Thursday the 28th of March. I'm leaving tomorrow, taking Sophie on the train to my parents, going to spend the Easter weekend with them, and then from next Wednesday I'll be travelling. So a lot to get done, lots of packing, lots of organising, but it's all fun and all good. So that is great. So even though I'm not going to be at home for Easter, I still feel like I need to set the table and do something so that my house looks a little bit in keeping with the season, even though I'm not going to be here. But I just have to do these things. You know me by now, it is important. So I thought that I would set the table now. So I'm just going to show you a few things. Lots of things you've seen before, some things that you've never seen. So I've got these green placemats from Rebecca Udall that I'm going to use. I just love the pop of green and then the texture of them. And also they've got this scalloped edge, so very in keeping with nature. Then we've got my faithful rattan brown plates. I love these, I use them all the time. You've seen them a million times. But I really do just love this basket weave around the edge and then the brown. I just love them, so I'm going to use those. Then I've got these little onion plates. I think they're onion, little red onions. I got these from John Lewis a few years ago, and they were in the cupboard and I completely forgot about them. And when I was thinking about what kind of table I wanted to do this Easter, I was thinking of cabbage-ware, vegetables, spring, beautiful nature, and then I remembered that I had those. So they might not fit on the table, but I would like to do something with them. Then, also in the cupboard that I completely forgot about are these green leaf dishes. These are very, very dark green. They are by Costa Nova, Portugal, so they're made in Portugal. They're really beautiful quality porcelainware, and they're shaped in a leaf, and I thought I have to use them as my side plates today. I've hardly used these, and they do look great. Then I wanted a little pop of gold. I think it's always nice to have a pop of gold, so I've got these beautiful goblets. These are by Erin Lauder, who is Estee Lauder's granddaughter. She's quite famous on Instagram. She has her own brand of cosmetics and homewares. These are really beautiful. I love them. And I got those from Fiona Fines in London. Then I needed a little candle, so I'm going to use these white candlesticks that I have. Kind of go with the cabbage-ware theme, and then a green candle. And then this morning I did a little food shop in Marks and Spencer, and I decided to have a look in the home section, and I found these beautiful white cabbage-ware bowls. So I just thought, wow, I love them. And the detail in them, it's just beautiful and so detailed and gorgeous. So these are £12.50 each from Marks and Spencer. They also have bigger bowls, and I think they also do plates, but they weren't in store. They might be online. If so, I will put a link in the description box so that you can have a look. But I just thought, oh, I was really wanting to do a cabbage theme, and on top of these plates, I think they're going to look really great. So that is a new item to add to my collection of things. I always like buying tableware. I think sometimes maybe I'm collecting too much, but it is so wonderful, and it is nice to have different things to use at different times of the year, and I just know that I'll use these all the time. They're so beautiful. So yes, I'm going to set the table, and then this evening I'm going to a friend's house for dinner, and I thought that I would take pudding, so I'm going to make, in the tradition of Easter, a mini egg cheesecake. I found a great recipe, so I'm going to do that as well. So beautiful. The sun is shining at last. It's been really grey here for days and days and days, but now the sun is out, so I'm feeling inspired to do something beautiful. So I'm just starting off with green chargers. I did want to keep this quite neutral, but I think that a pop of colour is always a great thing, and these really just ground the table and add that nice spring green that we're looking for. Then on top I'm going to put on a little plate. At this point I'm going to add in a green side plate, which just looks so great. All of these whites and greens I think look so beautiful. Adding in a wine glass. I got these from Villeroy & Boch. I love those. I think they're so gorgeous. And then one of the gold goblets. And now, to finish off the setting, I am going to wash these, but just for the purpose of setting the table, I'm going to put that there, and I really love that so much. So adding in some cutlery. And again, I'm not going to be using this setting, or not at this side of Easter anyway, but I do like to do this. It just makes me feel happy. So I'm doing that. And I think we need a napkin, so I'm going to get a napkin. So I think for this we're going to use my garden collection napkins. These come in a set of 4 and they each have a different design. This is a garden gazebo. So I think what I'm going to do is, I want to keep that free. So I think I'm going to put it like that, with the design just coming out. And then that adds a nice little touch there. Maybe if I just fold it a little bit more like that, so that we've got more of the motif visible. Perfect. I really like that. Looks very sweet. So yes, that is my Easter table complete. I'm so delighted with the way that it's turned out. I just think it looks so clean, bright, modern but still classic, and really, really elegant for this beautiful time of year. And I wanted to make sure that this time I didn't go overly Easter, so I didn't really want to include anything like bunny rabbits or eggs. I just wanted it to symbolise the meaning of Easter, which is rebirth and rejuvenation and all the wonderful things that come with that. So yeah, I think it really is depicting nature in the best ways with the cabbage plates and then all of the little garden elements in the napkins. I also included these little rattan votive holders, so when you light the candles, that will really add an elegant magic to the table. And I just thought that they added such a nice texture because they're rattan on top of the green leaf. And I'll just show you more of that so you can see. I love them. And then I only managed to use one of the onion plates here because they didn't fit, but I just thought that these little green vase with alstroemeras in would work really well, and the colour actually works perfectly because the little pink in there is there also, and the green on the stem. So I have to say, I think this every time that I do a table setting, but this is one of my favourites that I've ever done. I really love this. I think it looks so beautiful. And also, it goes wonderfully with the Green Man painting, who also symbolises nature and rebirth. He's overlooking this table. His aura giving off an energy, hopefully of approval. But yeah, I love this table. It's really making me feel happy. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, so we've still got a little bit of sunlight, but it is dying away. So I'm glad that I managed to do this before we completely lose the light. Also, speaking of light, there's something exciting that I need to show you. So, you know that I've been thinking about changing those black lights. So I am going to change those really soon. But I've had an unexpected surprise. My friend Tracy, who I've had on this channel once or twice, has bought a few new lights for her house, and there was one that didn't quite fit. So she very kindly gifted it to me, and I had it installed yesterday. So that is my new lantern, and I'm so pleased with it. It is an antique. It is super gorgeous, and it goes so well with the house. So you'll have to excuse the room because it's a little bit of a mess with filming. There's a camera there. But I really wanted you to see this light. I think it is perfect with the room, and it goes so well with the mirror, which I still need to add a dark wax to, by the way. But I just wanted to show you that because I just thought how wonderful it was, how kind to gift me the lantern. So I've been gifted the lantern and the mirror. I'm really a very lucky person. I have some amazing friends. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I know you'd appreciate it too. So now I need to get some wall lights, and I think I found the perfect ones from Pookie. But yeah, I just thought that this lantern worked really well in the room, and it's just transformed the whole room actually. Just looks so much more elegant than the black one that was hanging down. So the living room is coming together. So for this no-bake cheesecake, what you do is you just take digestive biscuits. Now, I mentioned digestive biscuits before because it's not something that people in the US are familiar with. So here in Britain we have a huge favourite, the McVitie's digestive biscuit. The pack is empty because I've already made the base. But I think the closest thing to a digestive biscuit in the US is a Graham's cracker. So to make the base, very simple, you just process a full pack of these biscuits in a food processor so you get crumbs, and then you add butter, mix it together into a springform pan, and then you refrigerate that for 30-40 minutes whilst we get on with everything else. So mine is refrigerating now. These are the digestive biscuits that I like to use. McVitie's are the best, and I'm not paid to say that, I just love McVitie's biscuits. And then for the rest of the cheesecake, we're going to make a topping. So we've got some cream cheese here, some powdered sugar, some cream and some mini eggs. So let's do that together now, and then we can assemble our cheesecake. This is so easy and so delicious. So most years here on the channel I will make my mini egg cake, which is really delicious and it looks wonderful on the table, but I thought that it was time to do something else, and cheesecake is one of my favourite things. I love the beautiful creaminess and then of course the buttery biscuit base. So I thought I'm going to do a cheesecake, and the great thing about it, no baking involved. You don't have to worry about, is the oven going to be temperamental today and not really want to make my cake rise. So there's nothing really that can go wrong, he says. So as long as the base gets together, which I think it will, it looked perfect when I put it in, everything should be perfect with this cheesecake. Great. The weather in Edinburgh this week has been utterly miserable, but like a miracle, it has started to become really sunny now, and that just makes me feel instantly better. I wasn't really feeling the Easter spirit because it was so grey and dark. It just felt like winter almost. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put our cream cheese into the mixing bowl, and we're going to beat this with the paddle attachment so that it's lovely and creamy. Wow, it's a lot of cream cheese, by the way. I think it's like 600 grams. 600 grams of cream cheese, which is a lot. But it is Easter, so we are allowed to indulge a little bit. Yeah, putting the paddle attachment on, and I'm going to give this a nice beat. Okay, that looks really gorgeous, silky smooth and creamy now. So let's get this out. Now, what I need to do next is to whip our cream, and it is quite a pain because I only have one bowl. So I'm just going to transfer this into the glass mixing bowl, and then I'm going to whip the cream in here. But I'm not going to bother washing it out too fastidiously because they're going to end up going together anyway. So it's okay, save yourself the time if you only have one bowl like me. Just get as much out as you can, and then really it is fine just to mix the cream into here. Our cream cheese is lovely and smooth. So now I'm going to whip our cream. Gorgeous. And to this, I'm just going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, like a teaspoon. Okay, using my whisk attachment, I'm going to beat the double cream until we have stiff peaks. Just something I love so much about making whipped cream. It always turns out so delicious and makes the most wonderful things. Okay, that is our whipped cream. You slightly have to overbeat it. Not overbeat, but usually when I'm making whipped cream, I do it a little bit loose because I like it to have that silky texture. But because we're going to be adding in cream cheese, I have gone through and made it quite stiff in this instance. So now I'm going to add back in the cream cheese into here. And finally, powdered sugar. So I'm just going to add in the powdered sugar here. And then putting back on the whisk attachment. I'm going to beat this together on a medium speed. And that will be our delicious topping for the cheesecake. It looks heavenly, I have to say. So now we need to crush about 2/3 of our whole bag of mini eggs. Best way to do this is to take them into a Ziploc bag. Is best if you have one. I don't have Ziploc bags anymore. I buy these little brown reusable bags that are much better for the environment. And then I just twist it like that a little bit, let the air out, and then give them a good bash with a rolling pin. Now this is a wonderful exercise if you're feeling angry or perhaps you've had a bad day, you need to let out some steam. Okay. So a Ziploc bag is better because it won't split like this one. And now I'm going to pour these into our gorgeous, wow, oh my God, it looks so delicious. Wow, it looks so beautiful and so decadent. Oh, this just looks so beautiful and so simple to make. People are going to be so impressed with this pudding. And it was just simple. Anybody can do this, which is the kind of recipe I absolutely love and live for. Easy, simple, and super satisfying. Something that you can make if you've never made anything in your life, and something that you can make again and again. And you can obviously use other ingredients if you want to do this cheesecake again. Maybe you want to make lemon, or just remove the eggs and put chocolate pieces on. It's limitless what you can do just using this as a base recipe. Now, this needs to go in the fridge for at least 6 hours, better overnight, and then you'll be able to remove it from the springform pan, decorate it with the eggs, which we're going to do. I'm supposed to be going for dinner at 7 and it is currently 1, so I'm not really going to have that much time to get it all done, but hopefully it will be good. So let's get it in the fridge without further ado. So it's been about 6 hours that the cheesecake has been in the fridge. I actually put it into the freezer for 1 hour just to speed things up a little bit. So it is almost time to leave for my dinner with Anna, so I have to take it out now, and I'm praying that it's going to go well. So let's have a look. Oh, I hate doing things like this. Makes me so nervous. Being so careful. Oh, nearly dropped it then. Ah! But there we have it. It is done. It's looking gorgeous. It's nice and set. So now I'm just going to quickly, around the edges here, put some of our eggs. I need to be fast doing this because I have to go. And also, the battery is running out on my camera, which is always the case. I use a Sony ZV-1 camera, if anybody's wondering, and although it is good, the battery doesn't last very long. So, I'm so happy with the way this has turned out. It really couldn't have gone better than this. For how simple it was, it looks quite complex, and I think people will definitely be impressed with the effort that you've made if you've made this cake. So, how beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time, but until then, take care. Bye-bye.